Hi guys, this is a recap for the SetUpps Frisx the 8 signal indicator on the 1 minute charts. On the 1 minute charts, we have had this is our third week. The first week we were in profit by 210 pips. Second week we were loss or minus 141 pips. And so far this week, I'm going to share that with you. So as we know, in the UK, Monday, the 4th of May was a bank holiday, so we did not trade. This is not financial advice and for educational purposes. But in my humble opinion, it's not wise to trade on a bank holiday because the banks provide the most liquidity. And when the banks are on holiday, then I don't see the point of trading on a bank holiday. You get very small movements most of the times. So I would rather I did not trade on a bank holiday. So no signals on the bank holiday for me. So Tuesday, the 5th of May, we had a very slow day. We had one signal that triggered and went into drawdown straight, hit TP. So that was a minus 20 pips stop loss. So far minus 20 pips loss. Wednesday, there was a sell trigger that again pushed up and hit stop loss. So that's another minus 20. But then we had another sell that went into a bit of a drawdown and then hits TP. So that would break even on Wednesday, which leaves us still with a minus 20 pip loss for the day based on the signal. Now, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I'd advise you to go back and watch them, and you can see where we've made profits and losses, and I explain a bit more detail how the indicator works. So Thursday, as I've explained earlier in my previous videos, the signal is set. I've set it. You can set it to whatever time you want, but I set it from 6 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. end of New York session every day. So that's where you've got the gray areas between 6 a.m. Usually 8 a.m. the action starts, but I prefer to have it from 8 a.m. London open, British summer time. But I prefer to open at 6 and then close it at 9 p.m. So at the moment, overnight, during the Sydney and the Tokyo session, there is no signal. So the next signal comes Thursday, the 7th, at about 10 past 8. Was a bit of a consolidation period, went into a bit of a drawdown, back into profit to drawdown, and then boom, hit profit TP. So now we have 20 pips so far, and that was only one signal for the day. If you look back at one of my videos, I forgot what day it was, I think it's a Tuesday, we had about 6 signals in one day. And all hit TP. So that was 120 pips in profit in one day. So having this one signal a day at the moment is a bit slow, but that's trading for you. No trading strategy is 100%. However, this has been consistent so far. So we've had, again, a 20 pip day, one signal whole day, and hits TP. So move on to Friday. We had a signal again, a sell signal that hit stop loss. I mean, this was painful because it did hit, literally kissed it, look at that, right there, hit stop loss, went back down. But then we had a buy trigger again, which then went and hit TP. So on Friday we had 2 signals, minus 20, and then another 20. So as I said in the previous videos, I've set this to a 1-to-1 ratio, win ratio, because I find it to be more consistent. However, you can set how you want, but I set a 20 pip stop loss and a 20 pip TP on the 1 minute chart. With a 1 minute chart, you get a bit more regular signals than the 15. So far, and that was the last trade of the day. So far, if I recap, we've had a break-even day here, minus, so that's 0. We have plus 20. We have another plus 20, that's 40 pips. Minus 20, that's plus 20 pips so far. And Tuesday we had a minus 20 pip. So we have broken even for the week. So far, the week ending the 8th of May, we have 0 pips, break even. So third week so far, first week 210 pips in profit, minus second week minus 141 pips in profit, third week 0, broken even. So we're still 69 pips in profit.